Now, Abahlali baseMjondolo marched in Ballito against what they call militarized raids, forced removals, as well as access to services, among other challenges. The organization says around 900 families are facing eviction. According to some reports, the KwaDukuza municipality is believed to have offered to house families in Vlakspruit, but it seems that they are not keen. So let's chat about this issue now. Sbu Zikode, Abahlali baseMjondolo president, joins us live now. Good evening to you, Sbu, and thank you so much for your time this evening. Let's talk, for example, as we begin with this conversation, what are some of the reasons that you give us as an example of why the municipality wants some of those occupants there, or even all, to be moved?
Well, good evening to you and to your viewers at home. Thank you for having us. I must say that the day in KwaDukuza wasn't a pleasant one. Abahlali has taken a decision that it's going to fight against what we call racism that begins to show its ugly head, where the wealthy, particularly the white in the north of KwaZulu-Natal, are forcefully removing the shared dwellers, the same people who are working for them, into a very far away area. And what worries us mostly is that the KwaDukuza municipality, under Eland municipality, seems to be taking instructions of the wealthy people and the whites by acting on their behalf, helping them to remove Abahlali. And they have brought a number of court cases against Abahlali. And they have failed to actually do that to the people who have actually made us poor in this country, who have dispossessed us of our land.
So, Sbu, how then do you begin to, balance the conversation here, especially because, as you say, some of, the people there do work for, some of the places around that particular area where they're going to be moved from. But at the same time, you then hear from others who are in these particular areas who are saying that the value of their properties continues to depreciate. So how do you balance the conversations there?
Well, it is a very easy conversation that requires people of stand, of moral, to say that the poor are also the people who matter in our society. So we have fought against the forced removal in the past. So in no way 30 years down our democracy, you have people who want to build their own arena, like you would see the Afrikaner independent state in the Free State. We are not going to allow the wealthy people in this province of KwaZulu-Natal to isolate the working class people. I mean, the people that they need the most in order for them to survive. So it's not even a fair conversation. This is a new democracy. We have to build an inclusive economy where everyone matters, where everyone has a share in the wealth of this country, particularly the land question, where we are forcefully removed from the land.
And right on that point, Sbu, is it true that they wanted to move to Vlakspruit, and how far is it from the economic opportunities of the people that are already occupying this piece of land?
Well, Vlakspruit is far away from where people are employed in KwaDukuza. First of all, that area has no infrastructure. There is no housing. There is no job opportunities. It is just an island, and it is the policy of government that there has to be the upgrading of informatics. And so we are looking at the in-situ upgrade. Let people be upgraded where they are. What compels the municipality not to comply with its own policy, making sure that the poor have the right to the cities as well. What is so difficult about making sure that the poor are living along with the wealthy people? What's wrong with that?
And when it comes to these particular conversations, I know that this matter is with the courts now, but have you engaged the municipality before this matter got to this point? And what were they saying? Because this raises the issue of, that ongoing conversation of spatial planning and how people in other instances are being housed far away from economic activities, and then they have to pay more for transport, for example, to get to work, which further eats at some of their salaries. So what has the municipality been saying, if you've ever engaged with them?
Well, we have been engaging with the KwaDukuza municipality, and obviously they were engaging not in good faith. I mean, it is happening as we speak in Salt Rock community, where there is an upgrading that is taking place. And we are saying the same model should also be employed to surrounding informal settlement. So, because the municipality is not engaging us honestly, and it's go behind our back and get pressure from the working people, that is why we have now resorted to go to the street. They have actually taken us to court. We are negotiating on the one hand. On the one hand, they are taking us to court, wanting to evict us through the court orders. But of course, we have that legally in street and also in court.
And how far is that court process?
Well, we are, the matter is still with lawyers filing, exchanging papers. But we said we're not going to wait for lawyers and the courts, to decide. We have the power, and this country belongs to its people. And fortunately, the people who are the owners of the land are the same people who are in the street today. It should not be the court that resolves this. The fact that the municipality has failed to engage and resorted to go to court, it tells directly that the municipality isn't interested in engaging with the communities, and that is very frustrating and unfair. And
as a final question then, Sbu, when you then were marching today, did you engage at all with some of the municipality officials, or did they receive possibly a memorandum? What was the end result?
Well, the end result, of course, the memorandum was received by the manager at the Speaker's office on behalf of the mayor. And, of course, they were given 7 days to respond. And, of course, as always, they have promised to come back to us. And we hope that we can engage and have the out-of-court settlement, because there was no need to go to court in the first place. But that's what happens when one fails to negotiate. That's what happens when the municipality fails to engage its citizens. The very same people that have voted to them are now their enemies. So we are hoping that at least the municipality will be open to an honest conversation, and then we take this matter out of court, because it can still be resolved. People need land, people need decent housing, people need to be respected. But it is very disappointing that we are talking about racism at this time and age. People are being removed because they say that land is too good for us, too good for the poor. What kind of that's the new democracy when the land is too good for black people?
All right, Mr. Zikode, thank you so much for your time this evening, and we'll certainly reach out to the KwaDukuza municipality in order to speak to them and have a sense from their vantage point as to what exactly is going on here. I mean, if the Abahlali baseMjondolo is saying that there seems to be insinuations that the land is too good for them as the occupants of that land currently, then of course we do then need to speak to the municipality to get a sense from their own take as to what exactly is going on here, and where does this matter then end off, and can there be an out-of-court settlement as the Abahlali baseMjondolo are asking for. So that was Sbu Zikode, the Abahlali baseMjondolo president.